happening now, the situation in San Diego, which we are following. Police say a person has been firing a rifle at officers from a building in the Bankers Hill section of the city. We're told police responded to a call of domestic dispute when the suspect shot at them from behind a door. When they returned fire, they backed away and they secured the area. Let's go straight to Matt Horace. He's a former ATF agent. He joins us now on the phone to talk about this. Matt, describe what the police officers, what the SWAT team may be doing right now on the ground, because this situation has been going on for some time now.
Right. Well, you know, in this instance, we decided to contain and control rather to advance a police action, and we're going to try to wait it out and determine the scope of the suspect's actions, and we'll make our decisions as things move forward.
And so in a situation like this, the idea of waiting to see exactly what happens, that's done with presumably some kind of intelligence where they perhaps feel that they don't need to actually rush into the situation to get this guy because he may be threatening somebody or be a threat to the surrounding community.
Right. Well, you know, in any situation like this, we have to allow the intelligence to guide the investigations and not the other way around. So we have time on our side. We know what we know, and we have to wait to determine what it is we need to figure out. And by containing and controlling, we will allow the situation to develop. We'll monitor it. We'll make establish communications with the suspect, and we'll try to wait this thing out so that no one else and so that no one gets injured. And
Matt, and again, we're sort of, as this news is happening now and it's breaking, so we don't have all of the facts with us, but would there be an attempt to establish some kind of communication with this shooter, perhaps either on the telephone or some way to just talk to this person, he or she, to figure out exactly what it is that they want, what it is that they're attempting to do?
Absolutely. I'm sure that the negotiators have been brought in as a part of the special response team response. And they're going to try to establish communication and do exactly what you said. Try to speak to the suspect, determine what the scope of their issue is, determine what they want, and try to get this thing to a peaceful resolution.
All right, Matt. And the other interesting thing as we look at the live pictures right now is we see the there's an enormous police presence. So in a situation like this, how many units, how many boots on the ground, if you want to say, would be mobilized to try to contain something like this?
Well, you want enough boots on the ground to deal with a problem if it develops as a result of suspect action. So naturally, you need a SWAT team, you need negotiators, you need hostage rescue people, you need tactical operators. But at the same time, you don't want to do too much to alarm the community. You want to contain the situation. You want to make the people in the community feel as safe as you can and let them know that you are dealing with the challenge. But it can't disrupt an entire city. In this case, as I understand it, aviation services is involved. Things have sort of mitigated at San Diego Airport, and we're going to see things develop over the next couple of hours to bring this thing to a conclusion.
Yeah, Matt, as you point out, we know that the Federal Aviation Administration has said that they are not allowing flights to land because of this active shooter situation with this perhaps high-powered rifle or any kind of weapon on the ground. There may be a threat to those planes coming in. I got to ask you, Matt, about the communications that they may be having with he or she, whoever this active shooter is. How are they trying to get into that person's frame of mind, and what could they possibly be offering, be saying to them to get them to sort of surrender?
Well, you know, the communications is a very critical issue, but that can be done via two-way radio, via cell phone. They'll establish where the suspect is, open a line of communications, and start communicating to them right away. As a matter of fact, as we're talking, I would imagine that that's being developed right now.
In fact, Matt, we do have the San Diego Police Department commenting on this situation. Let's go ahead and listen to that.
What we're trying to do is bring this to a peaceful resolution. We've safely contained the shooter, and we're trying to make sure that we don't have any injuries. So we're doing everything we can to safely bring this to a peaceful resolution. We do have our SWAT team on scene. I know that we've deployed some gas into the apartment. Like I said, we've had multiple rounds being fired from that apartment, and that's why we need everybody to stay inside their homes at this point.
Now, Matt, again, looking at the posture of the video that's coming in right now, and it does really look like there is more of a containment happening there, as opposed to, we don't see a lot of officers, at least from this vantage point, with rifles or automatic weapons trained on wherever this individual might be. And that, you say, is part of the containment strategy.
Absolutely. Well, we know where the suspect is. We know where they're located. There is no emergency at this point. So we're going to develop a strategy that says wait, communicate, and act. And it's not act, communicate, and wait. So we're going to wait it out, see what happens, and try to develop a strategy so that no one else gets injured.
Yeah, in fact, one of our local reporters from our affiliate, KFMB, pointed out that perhaps when this shooter threw his primary weapon out of a window, the shot rang out from that weapon. So clearly a dangerous situation. But given the fact that, as you're saying, they know where this individual is, and for the moment at least, it appears that he's not posing a direct threat to members of the community. But for people that are in that community, they're being asked to stay indoors. Is that the case?
Oh, I'm sure it's the case because anyone that's in the immediate line of sight or line of fire is being instructed to stay inside and avoid any potential danger.
All right. Matt Horace, former ATF agent. Thank you so much, Matt, for joining us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.